Sensei Chris Casamassa, thank you so much for coming on my show. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
It is an absolute honor to finally speak with you. I know I tried to get you scheduled in, but we kept having a few technical difficulties, but we finally arrived on Chat Over Coffee. It is an absolute honor to have you on my show, Sensei.
Well, thank you very much.
I've been following your work for so many years. Before I get started, I'd like to do a few things that I like to do for all my guests. First off, I'd like to wish peace and blessings upon you and all your loved ones. I wish everything but the best for you, that everything goes well for your life, and that you keep on getting more accomplishments and you keep achieving greatness wherever you go and whatever you put your mind to, sir.
Thank you so much. It's very kind of you.
Thank you. And the other thing is that I like to compliment you on all your accomplishments with the martial arts world, the movie business, the what you've been doing now with the business plans and everything, what you've been doing with obviously teaching martial arts for the foreseeable future and teaching people the most beneficial lessons of it as well. And the most important question I need to ask is, because my show is called Chat Over Coffee, how do you like your coffee, by the way, in case we ever meet?
Well, I'm more of an espresso guy, and I like it just straight up. No sweetener, no sugar.
Yes. No, that sounds the best way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, that's absolutely great. I mean, I just keep it straightforward myself. I just have no cream, no sugar. It's just easy. I call it the no nonsense coffee. It's just straight up.
Right. Coffee as it is supposed to be.
I like that. I knew I liked you. Do you, I know because you're famous for playing Scorpion in 1995's Mortal Kombat. I bet when you go to the coffee shop, do you just say to somebody, get over here with a cup of coffee? You don't say that or anything, do you?
I do not. No.
Fair enough. So I'm sure you get that a lot, don't you? But before we get started, could you please say the famous line from Mortal Kombat, Scorpion's most famous line?
Well, I can say it. It just won't sound the same. They in the movie, it was the video game creators because they wanted to keep the movie close to the game as possible. So it was those guys doing the voiceover. And then when I did it in the TV show and the web series, they ran my voice through a computer, so it always sounds completely different.
Sorry, everybody, but yeah, at least I tried. This is the other
Yeah.
camera. So, I know like I mentioned, you've accomplished so much in your life, and again, I'm very happy for you and everything, and my whole team's very happy for you. And they're not going to believe me that I spoke with you, but I think they're going to be in for a surprise when this happens. So, what is your martial arts background, and where was the inspiration from?
Well, I grew up in a style of martial arts called Red Dragon Karate, which is America's very first mixed martial arts style. It was created back in 1965, and the best part about all that is created by my father. And he learned martial arts when he was in the Marine Corps, stationed in Japan. And he learned at a place called the Kodokan, which is the original judo training hall, and made it to black belt there. He extended his tour so that he could make it and stay till black belt. And then he came back to the States and started training in a bunch of different styles. And he liked all the different martial arts styles, but he never liked any one of them more than another. So in the early 1960s, he did something at the time that was unheard of, and he started mixing martial arts styles. And it kind of grew into what we have today.
Oh, congratulations. So in a way, your father, he kind of became some sort of inspiration towards modern day mixed martial arts, isn't it?
100%.
Well, congratulations on that as well. And obviously, I saw quite a lot of your Instagram reels with the nunchucks, the kata, everything. Absolute amazing form. Absolute. I love this one trick you did in one of your videos where you threw one of the nunchucks and you spun around and grabbed it at the back of the hand and everything. That was just absolutely awesome. I haven't seen anything like that before, but when you did that, that was just absolute mind blowing. And what is your current training fitness regime? Because obviously you're still in phenomenal shape.
Yes, I try. As you get older, it gets much harder. But martial arts training and fitness has been a lifelong habit of mine. So, I'm doing something, whether it's a little or a lot, pretty much every day of the week except Sunday. Sunday's reserved for football. But I'm always working out, always moving and grooving.
Yeah, that's the best way as well with myself. I mean, I always have to keep myself moving and grooving. I've never said it like that, moving and grooving, but I'm gonna take a bit of that play out of your playbook, Sensei, and apply that to
It
my
is
life as well.
yours to use, and you can have it.
Thank you, Sensei. Thank you. And so, what is the current training regime? So, how many days a week do you do martial arts? How many days do you hit the weights as well? What other styles of fitness do you do?
Well, I try and hit the gym about three days a week, so I'm not there every single day, but I'm in the studio every day. So I'm on the floor, I'm teaching, I'm training, I'm helping kids, pretty much Monday through Friday. So, like I said, it's kind of an everyday thing. But I also have a lot of hobbies that are action-based hobbies. Like I like mountain bike riding. I don't know if you know what skimboarding is, but I do a lot of
Skimboarding.
skimboarding. It's like surfing, but on the shore.
Oh, awesome.
You throw a thing, it looks like a little surfboard, and you hop on it and ride it into the wave and turn around and ride back.
Awesome.
So I like that, and I like snowboarding. So all the fun hobbies I have are also action-based hobbies, oddly enough. So all of that keeps me pretty healthy and fit.
Well, it looks like it's working, you charm, and you still look about. I'm guessing you look about mid 30s, early 40s. I'm guessing.
Oh, you're my hero.
Oh, you hear that,
You're my
everybody?
hero, Trey.
I'm Scorpion's hero. You get that? So
That's
uh,
right.
I get, and it's on camera as well. But no, seriously, you look phenomenal for your age. And it's like they say when fitness and martial arts becomes when you start it from a very young age, it carries on with you for the rest of your life as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. And listen, it does help keep me young,
I can
so
see that.
that's why I keep doing it.
Well, keep it up as well. You're inspiring generations to come as well, and we just hope the inspiration keeps going out there as well to everybody. Yeah. So,
I
how
will
did you
do my
get?
best.
I think you've already succeeded. I'm going to extend the compliment there. You've already succeeded. So, how did you get into the movie business? Was this something that you always planned to do? Or was it just something that happened coincidentally?
It was kind of a combination of both of those things.
Okay.
So when I was younger, like my dad was my hero, and growing up, I idolized him and wanted to be like him. He's an amazing martial artist. But on the movie and TV side, there was this young guy named Bruce Lee
Oh yeah.
that I watched in movies and TV shows, and I always thought, wow, man, this guy is so good. It would be so fun to do that, to do our style on TV or in the movies. Like I'd like to be a martial arts movie guy as well. So it's kind of a in the back of my head goal and dream. Nothing I really ever thought I'd go pursue or actively do. But then as I got older and I started competing on the professional tour here in America, I started to get a little more recognized, and I ended up becoming number one in the country for competition. And I kind of got scouted at an event in Atlanta, Georgia. I won the overall championship there, and there just happened to be some producers from a TV show in the audience, and they came up to me and a couple other guys that had won that day, and they said, "Hey, we're putting a TV show together. Do you want to be in it?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." It was great, and then that ended up becoming a TV show called WMAC Masters, which was one of the first big breaks I had, and then before that, I got a chance to audition for Mortal Kombat.
Awesome.
And that was a pretty interesting audition process because before that, I had done some smaller movies. I did a movie with my dad and an amazing martial artist named Tadashi Yamashita
Oh
called
yes.
Sword of Heaven.
Yeah, I know
Yeah, Sword of
Tadashi.
Heaven.
Not too pretty sure. I remembered him mainly from the American Ninja movie because he played the Black Star Ninja in that. And if he's listening, a big
There
shout
you
out
go.
to him. We'll like to extend a level of
Yeah.
respect to him as well. And he was mind blowing martial artist. I'm sure he still is, and he's still in phenomenal shape. And I know he's worked with somebody you've worked with as well, Wesley Snipes, and he worked with
hmm
him in Rising Sun, and he worked with Sean Connery as well. I
hmm
mean, how many people can say that they got their backside kicked by James Bond?
Right.
And
So I'd done some smaller parts in other movies through friends of friends and things like that. I kind of got my feet wet and got me eager to do it. And then the audition for Mortal Kombat came through, and I had never been in a major motion picture before, And so my agent says, hey, listen, they're looking for real martial arts guys and girls to be in this movie about this video game. And I was a big fan of the game, loved the game. I used to
Same.
drive like 20 minutes in my car just to go play it at these arcades where you used to have to put quarters in machines and play video games. Well before home consoles ever existed. But so I was a big fan of the game, and I go, man, I want to be in this movie. It'd be great. And they goes, it's just background parts. But I'm like, I don't care. I just want to do it. I just want to be in it because I was a big fan of the game. So I ended up going to the audition for background fighters, and there was probably 100 guys there. It
I
was
can
crazy.
imagine.
And they had it set up like a tournament where they had this big square area, and they had some people sitting in chairs just watching, and they'd said, just come up and do some of your best stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I got a chance to watch some people go, and I'm like, wow, these guys are really good. But I was on the pro tour at that point, and I was like, okay, I think I can do something that'll at least help me a little bit, because the people were sitting in the chairs, and if they're sitting in a chair, they're usually about 3 feet high. And so I start doing my routine, and I'm looking, and I'm like, I think I can clear those guys. So I do some moves. I run right at the people in the chairs, and I do a jumping sidekick over top of them,
Yeah.
and I land on the other side, and then I jump back over, and I do some more moves, and I finish. And it was funny because when I jumped over them, it was like slow motion. They were all like going like this, kind of wondering what I was doing. And so that night I got a phone call that said, hey, we want you to come back and do it again. And I was like, great. So I go back the second time, and it was a much smaller group, and they asked us to do some more moves. I get a call that night, and they say, we want you to come back again. And I call my agent. I'm like, hey, man, it's really difficult to get in to be a background fighter. Like, I'm going through 3 auditions. And when we got there the first day, they said, hey, all the roles are cast. We just need background fighters for a couple of scenes in the movies, but we just want some amazing people. So I go back to the third audition. There's only 3 guys. There's me and 2 other guys. And they don't ask us to do any martial arts. They have a big movie camera, and they're just filming us. They have us standing there. And then one of the guys walks over, and he looks at all 3 of us and goes, hey, would you guys mind taking off your shirts?
Oh yeah.
And so I'm nervous. I'm new to the business. And so I tend to be a little bit of a smart. And so the guy says, hey, you guys take off your shirts. And I look at him and I go, listen, if you'll get me in this movie, I'll go back to your trailer. And so I thought that was going to be a funny joke, but the guy was like just deadpan. And I go, oh man, whatever this is, I just messed it up for sure.
Yeah.
So we take off our shirts. I'm in good shape. The guy on my left, he's not in that good a shape. The guy on my right, he's in that good. And I'm standing there trying to look like I'm not flexing, but I'm flexing, but I'm trying to look normal. And then they kind of film us with the cameras for what seemed like forever. It was probably only about 30 seconds. And then a bunch of people that are behind the camera, they go into like this football huddle.
Oh yeah.
And then the same guy that had asked us to take off our shirts walks over, and he shakes my hand, and he looks at me and he goes, welcome to Mortal Kombat. You're going to be Scorpion. And so until that moment, I had no idea what any of that was for. So it just kind of worked out. I was in the right place at the right time. To this day, like Larry Kasanoff, the producer, he won't even tell me the truth, because I'm like, were the roles cast, or were they not cast, or were you just saying that? And he's like, it just worked out for you, man. That's all. And so,
That was nice of him to tell you.
That's how I got the role of Scorpion. It was funny because I went home that night and I called my mom, and I go, Mom, guess what? I'm going to be Scorpion. And she goes, that's great, honey. What's a scorpion? She had no idea. She didn't even know like it's a video game, or she didn't know anything about it. So